TYT Sports here, live from Facebook. So we know Facebook is about people, and we love people, and sometimes people say the funniest / meanest things. So we thought that there was no better time than to do our first ever mean comments reading live on TYT Sports than here.
What we did is we took 5 comments from our YouTube channel, TYT Sports, where we love our commenters for everything that they do and everything that they say, but what would a YouTube channel be without some trolling?
Some absolute trolling. So the funny thing about it is I get numerous. I know I read them a lot and I try to comment, but I decided to choose the 5 best that I felt really accurately insulted Jason, and Jason chose the 5 that he liked that accurately insulted me. So
the tough part was narrowing it down to 5 for each
yeah,
of
it
us.
was like we were supposed to choose 5. Jason sent me a
20.
screenshot of, like, I think J.K. Rowling wrote one of them. It was a full novel about how bad I was as a person.
You gotta humble the kid.
Yeah, so these are just live reactions. I have seen these before, but I'm going to react first and foremost to them. So let's go through some of my 5 first. All right, so let's go here. Martin S.T. Hill says, since Francis supports a national side from the UK, I'm sure he has no problems dealing with displeasure and disappointment. You're right. Okay, so let's go on to the next one, and bear with us with the swearing. These guys love to use their grammar. Okay, so fuck you, Francis Maxwell. Soccer fans like you can suck my insert word here. Baseball is the greatest sport ever. Soccer isn't even a sport. Well,
He's not wrong with some of those statements in that comment.
And funny enough, the guy's name is Baseball is Life. So I have to tell you, my friend, baseball is the worst sport I've ever seen in my life. It hands down.
You're in our country.
Mate, it is unbearable to watch. Why is a sport that's considered a sport still able to go on when people want to go and buy beer and hot dogs? The person they're looking forward to is the guy that comes down and goes nuts, more than the guy who's coming out to pitch or bat. Or either.
Wrong. False. This is 100% false.
I'm telling you.
I got baseball as life to back me up.
Baseball is life, that is true, but I'll take it on board. But one comment about baseball is I'm afraid you're not right there. So, okay, so this is a long one. Jason chose a good one. So this is Mochronic.
Yeah, we're going to butcher the names when it comes to these.
This guy absolutely sucks and has no idea what he's talking about. The commentator knows exactly who Dillashaw is and has trained, I'm guessing this is about the UFC, and has trained him to have him on his podcast. Also, how can you say you follow the sport when you don't even know who Barao is and you don't even know how his name checked in your notes 3 times? Stick to what you know. That kick had nothing to do with the finish. You're an absolute joke. Go back to your day job. Good?
Is it President Dan White?
President is not Dan White. Yes, I found that out the hard way when I called him Dan White. In fact, his name was Dana White. Okay. So, and then there's a couple more. This one's just standard go-to, cut to the bone. This guy sucks big balls. I like how he calls himself the World Cup expert. Get the fuck out of here. So that's my favorite one. And then this one, hands down, is the best because it hits me exactly where it hurts. Don't TYT know you're not supposed to let Scots out in the sun or feed after midnight. It's awesome. It's a good joke because I do get sunburned a lot. Most of the clips I'm well read. So there you go. That's my top 5 comments, and we love people to continue. So Jason, if you will, I handpicked these.
Here we go. All right. Zain Asan says, so stupid, especially the turd nugget on the left. Nice.
Oh, that's great.
If I can't pronounce your name, Zain Asan. All right, well, I'm trying for you, man. I guess turd nugget is a good way to describe
because it's 2 of the same thing, so it's like you're not just a nugget.
Exactly. It's good use of, I guess, figurative language.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom A. Deuce, good friend of ours over at YouTube in the comments section.
Personal favorite coming up.
I love watching these high schoolers. I'm gonna, in about 20 years, I'm gonna be really happy that this is a comment on my on the YouTube page.
Explain the preference behind it. So.
Well, me and a good friend of mine, Jeremy, do NBA content. I believe that was this is in reference to, and we kind of look like we're 16, and I'm kind of proud of that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd go back to being 16 in a second.
No, you've got this wrong. I'm going to explain it. This is Dan Keston's got me here because he recommended it. So Jason was a clip on Shaquille O'Neal's son playing in high school, and Jason Rubin, as it's quoted, said, I love watching these high schoolers, and which you came across as an absolute creep. So that is one of my personal favorites. Very creative, and he's quoted Jason Rubin, 2015.
That's okay. That makes sense. I get it. Now it's a quote. I'm being quoted.
Yes, you've been quoted about your own bad comment.
Fine.
It was awesome.
It's fine by me.
All right.
We move on. Colton Tustin, I can't stand listening to you. What's wrong with your hair? You tell me.
I ask him this question every
He's
single day.
He's the one who does it every morning.
I try to get him the right gel, spike it enough, but it just sometimes doesn't work.
Sometimes we can't keep the hair in order. Beanard, good name. Tough day for Jason Rubin. Cowboys made him gag on Crow, and the Eagles shoved their talons all in his Giants' asshole. Don't quit your day job, guy. Oh, wait. Let me get one thing straight here. The Cowboys made him gag on Crow, and the Eagles have never won a Super Bowl.
Oh.
So you can leave. And I'm sorry, I think the Giants have made the Cowboys their personal bitches over the last 10 years.
Nice.
Austin sits down son.
This is good.
8 months ago. Why is it that I hate everyone on TYT Sports? They got rid of Rick, who was slightly aggravating, and replaced him with a dude who looks like he just started high school a week ago. We have a theme, and doesn't even know that that Atlanta isn't a state. I believe I said the state was Atlanta, Georgia. Like I made the city Atlanta, not whatever.
Okay, you're talking to a guy who doesn't know the New York from
geography from geometry.
Yeah, I did call it geometry one time, so you won't get it me. So those were the 5. What did you think of those?
I like those. I like that there was a theme that I'm still in high school, but I'll take that having a full-time job and being in high school.
You've got a very youthful look. That's what it is. But there's many more.
I grew a little. There we go. 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, when was that from? 2
About
weeks ago?
4 weeks ago.
Still coming in. So there's many more. I mean, there's still some good comments in there, and most importantly, we like to interact through our comments. So continue to comment in the section below, and we'll pick our best, and we'll do it as a monthly segment, responding to the mean comments, because some of them are just fucking great. So we have to continue with that. And thanks again to all the commentators. Continue to subscribe to TYT Sports.